Morning, mamas. Sorry, got a cough drop in my mouth. You didn't see that. Got a little junk going on down there in my throat. Hold on. Sticky fingers. Good morning, this is Lori West. It's Thursday morning. It's kind of a dreary day outside today. One of those days you just want to stay snuggled up in bed. Unfortunately, I couldn't. We had a dentist appointment. We've got another appointment coming up here in a few minutes, so I'm just squeezing in a quick word for you guys. Sorry I missed talking with you yesterday. It was another busy day, a mom's day. Someone forgot something, had to bring it to school, and a variety of errands. So anyways, I was thinking about you, praying for you. I pray that it was a wonderful Wednesday. What I wanted to tell you, or talk to you about today, I want to tell you a little story and just talk about your identity as a mom and that you are a good mom. When I was a mom of little kids, I was plagued with the thought of, man, I'm a bad mom. I would do something that I regretted. I would be a little harsh with my kids. I would forget things. I wasn't parenting the way that I wanted to, and I was constantly saying out loud even, oh, I'm a bad mom. Ugh, I'm a bad mom. I messed that up. I'm a bad mom. And I had a friend who challenged me one day lovingly and said, Lori, that is a lie from the pit of hell. You are not a bad mom. You need to reject that and stop saying it. She was right. She was totally right. Because that's not who God created me to be. And that's not who I am. Now, have I made mistakes? Heck yeah. Do I wish I had done things differently? Yes. Do I wish that I knew what I know now back 10 years ago when some of my kids were little? Definitely. And I could live in regret, and I could live in shame, and I could live in guilt, saying, man, I totally messed up there. I am a bad mom. But see, there's a difference here between statements of fact and statements of identity. When you say, I've messed up, I really messed up on that area, that might be a statement of fact. You may have really messed up. When you start saying, I am a bad mom, that's an identity statement. And you need to be very careful with the identity statements that you make. Bill Johnson says that we should never have a thought about ourselves that God doesn't think about us. Think about that. What does God think about you? Who does he say you are? Who are you? Do not let a single thought into your brain or word coming out of your mouth, because as a man thinketh, so is he, and it's going to flow out. Do not let a thought be about you that God doesn't have about you. And it is true, as a man thinketh, so is he. And if we're thinking those thoughts, even if we're not saying them out loud, we're hiding them, but we're thinking them, man, I'm just a bad mom. You're a bad kid. Those identity statements will eventually come out. I had a son who, in elementary school, had a teacher who was very strict, micromanaging, had some control issues possibly, but she was pleasant. But he got up to sharpen his pencil and forgot to push his chair into his desk. And that was one of her rules, that when you got up, you had to push your chair in, because they had a very tight classroom. And he forgot, or did it purposely, who knows. Anyways, the fact of the matter is he didn't push it in. He sharpened his pencil. She called him over. And she said, Jacob, what happened there? And he said, oh, I forgot to push my chair in. And she said, did you forget? Or are you not smart enough to remember? Ooh, my mama bear claws came out. I had to retract them before I called her. Because, and the reason being is there was two different statements there. I forgot is a statement of fact. It's a statement of action. It's what happened. You're not smart enough to remember. Basically, you're saying, what, are you stupid? And that's an identity statement. And that's just not acceptable. I'm sorry. As a mama, you're not going to be calling my child stupid. I did have a pleasant but firm and loving and boundary conversation with the teacher. And I think we worked it out somewhat. But the same goes for you. The same goes for you, moms. When you mess up, or if your kid messes up, don't ever say, especially with your kids, don't ever say, that's a bad boy. You're a bad boy. You're a bad girl. Because those are identity statements that you're declaring over your child, and there's power in our words. When our words go out, there is power behind them to create what it is that you said. So if you are declaring, I'm always forgetful. I'll never do this right. I'm always going to get X, Y, and Z. I'm never going to find the guy. I'm never going to have good kids. This child will always be a struggle for me. You are declaring things that have power behind them, and it will create that reality. I have several, what you would term strong-willed children, and I call them my future leaders in the making. Yep, that is my future CEO right there. That is my future leader. That's my future world changer. Are they challenging at times? Yes, that is a statement of fact. Their identity is not a strong-willed child. In a way, they are strong-willed because they are leaders. That's who God created them to be, and it's challenging to raise leaders. So I just want to encourage you moms today to take every thought captive, to check it through the filter of, is this what God would say about me or my child? And if it's not, reject it, take it captive, renew it, declare the opposite. Man, I totally messed up there, but I can do better. I love Steve and Wendy Backlund. And they talk about this and about the power of our words, the power of our thoughts. And they say, you know, Wendy used to say, oh, I'm such a disorganized person. I'm so disorganized. And instead, she started changing it around to say, no, I'm an organized person. I'm just struggling with a little disorganization at the moment. See, now that's different. She's declaring an identity that she wants and she desires and she knows that she can have, but she's stating the fact that, yeah, I am struggling with some disorganization right now. Does that make sense? So moms, what are you? Are you good moms? Yes, you are. You are a good mom. Do you struggle at times? Do you make mistakes? What, you don't? Just me? I hope I'm not alone in my mistakes. So declare good things over you, over your husband, over your kids. Declare positive identity statements that you want to see. You know, when my children are lying, when they're having troubles and issues, I call out the gold. I say, you're a leader. You are designed to be a man of integrity, to be a man who speaks the honest truth. And I love that God created you that way. I know you're struggling right now with speaking the truth, but God has created you to be a truth speaker. Got it? All right, you guys can do this. Share in the comments, either on Facebook or on YouTube, just how it works and how it changes things in your own mind and maybe in the lives of your children. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, head on over there or click the link that I'll hopefully put on this video when I get around to annotating things, and subscribe today, because I love talking with you. I love encouraging you, because everything that I'm encouraging you with, I myself have struggled with at one point in time or another, or currently am. And we need to be as friends, be a support system to each other and encourage each other. That's why I love MOPS, because you get every other week we get together and we're able to support each other, encourage each other, that I understand what you're going through right now. And as a mentor mom, I love pouring into them because I went through all those years myself. So keep being yourself. You are a good mom. Say that. I am a good mom today. Say it again. I am a good mom to my kids. All right, I'm proud of you. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.